I got Death Wobble. The other day, hit the mother of all potholes and whole Jeep. It was crazy. So, after I got home, I checked the tie rod, and I noticed that it's pretty much shot. Both boots are torn. You can see the joint in the center, and the grease is just disgusting. So, I bought a Synergy tie rod with the heavy-duty ball joints to match the Synergy drag link that I replaced not too long ago. And that should tighten things up again. So first I'm just going to jack it up. I'm going to take both wheels off, make it easier. And then we'll take it off and replace it. All right. Both wheels are off. Look at this. It's shot. This one is, tight, but this is bad. So I got to disconnect the steering stabilizer first, and then we can undo these, turn them over, pop them with a hammer, and this should fall out. So we'll do that. All right, steering stabilizer is off. Now we gotta work on that. It's a 21 millimeter. I got a big breaker bar. Now, I follow a lot of Jeep YouTubers, and one of them is a beautiful four-door, and he just did this for his auto edit Jason. And a little trick that he had was after you get this off, it's got that little lip on the end. You can turn it around upside down, and then you can hit on that with a hammer. Of course, if you are reusing the hardware, you don't want to do that. But since I have all new hardware, I don't have to worry about this one. And that should help break it loose. So yeah, so it's got that little lip, so we'll just turn it around. Screw it on just there, and then we can hit that with a hammer. I'm gonna do the other side real quick. Got our hammer. All right, so I hit it. I know I had to stop for a second. Something's binding me up. So now we're gonna hit the other side and drop that. And that is one free tie rod. Look at that. Look at that. You can hear it. Look how bad that is. So we'll show you the new one. Compared to, I gotta take the little steering stabilizer off. The little clamp. Be right back. Alright, so I got them both laid out here. Now the idea is to get them as equal to length as possible. Obviously it's not going to be perfect. But definitely would recommend getting an alignment after you do this. But you can make it worthy to drive. I obviously wouldn't drive it like a lot after this. Just because if if your wheels are pointed to in, it's a toe, I forget what it is, then you're gonna chew up the tires. Last time when I did the drag link, one of the tires ended up being a little bit out farther than the other, so it drove really strange. I got in alignment, fixed that, and then this is just going bad because it's just old. So I basically just got a tape measure and measured from point to point. Once again, it's not going to be perfect, and it comes up to 58 and 7/16, right about. And the new one comes out to, I guess I gotta do like one more turn. We're almost there. So they're double adjustable. So I'll come over here. Give that other turn it needs. Maybe a skosh more. One more turn. Alright, we're right there. So these are very similar in length right now. So what you do is, to tighten this one, they give you a bolt and a nut, and then on the other side there's this nut that's here, and you just tighten that up against the actual tube, and that'll tighten that. So we're gonna put it up there. They come with castle nuts, and there's a little pin that you put in, so those will go in there, and then we'll check it out. So let's go. And oh, cool! And the stock stabilizer, the U-joints, the U-bolts, they actually fit around this. So I'm going to utilize this for the time being, at least until I can get an aftermarket one. But this should work just fine. I thought it would, because this is actually pretty thick. I think this is the same width right here. But let's get into it. Alright, so it's up there. It's in place. It's not tight yet. Don't worry about that. Like I said, it's got these little pins for that castle nut. So we want to line up that hole. So yeah, it says to only do these to 50 foot-pounds, and then put that cotter pin in. Right there. Just a skosh more. Fits in. Grab yourself a pair of pliers. And then we're going to bend up the long piece on top of the castle pin. Castle nut, excuse me. So that's good. Now we can do the other side. over the top. All right, so now we'll just tighten up these. And then we'll tighten up the mountain bolt that's over here. Except I need a 19 wrench again. Aha! And now that's there. I'm gonna hook up the steering stabilizer. We'll check it out. It seems like the steering is probably a little off, but that's okay. I'm not gonna drive it that much. I'm gonna take it in the morning to get aligned. We should be good. Ugh. So I finished it. Now, I'm not a mechanic. This needs an alignment. It's totally fine. Yeah, you're gonna get shit wrong, especially when you work on a car. It's never gonna be perfect unless you're 100% trained or certified. I'm not, but I enjoy doing this. Sometimes it's a lot of work, sometimes it's not, but you get to see your progress, everything you've done for it. It's really cool. So, and you get to learn things on the way. And I appreciate that. So for me, this is awesome. This is really cool. And you can kind of like understand your vehicle more. So these aren't like direct 100% like mechanics videos. You know, they're out there. This is just me doing stuff for my Jeep. You know, if you mess up yours when you're working on it, it's not my fault. But that's just a part of learning the process. That's just how it is. So again, this is not like a direct how-to. This is just how I'm doing it. But you know, it's pretty straightforward. You know, measure, remove the old one. You know, tighten everything up. Make sure it's good. Make sure it's torque to spec. All that business. But you know, enjoy it. Learn what to do and how to work on your own vehicle. It's important, you know? So, yeah. I'm going to put the wheels back on, and I think I have everything good. Put the wheels back on, lower it, and then we'll get out in the street, drive it on the block, see how cockeyed it is. And then tomorrow we'll go get an alignment, and let's pray that I no longer have death wobble. definitely a little cockeyed. We'll get it fixed tomorrow. Thanks for watching.